6 to 9, let's keep moving. For these instructions say solve, which means we're going to do kind of the math and do stuff to both sides. We need to graph them, and then we need to write the inequality interval notation. So this part will be pretty easy. Solving just means we're going to get the variable by itself. So we get z, the sign stays the same. -3 minus 2 is -5. So it doesn't really matter where you put the dots for graphing it, but -5, and it's going to be a closed circle. If you think about it, I want the numbers that are less than -5, so my arrow is going to be pointing that way. As far as interval notation goes, I always go from left to right. So my far left number out here is -infinity. My far right number, it goes all the way up to -5. Infinity signs always have round parentheses. Filled in have square. 7. Getting a variable by itself. So 2x is greater than 14. So we end up with x on the right side. Notice how I kept the x on the right side. I don't let it float over to the left side. So 7 is my key number. Open circle. And I gotta think, okay, x is bigger, so my mystery number has to be bigger than 7. So it's describing all of the numbers to the right. Interval notation, just read left to right. My far left number is 7, and it's going all the way out to infinity. Open circle, open parenthesis. 8. This one, getting the variable by itself, is pretty simple. I get divide by -7. But, okay, now watch this. I'm going to keep the x on the right side. I divided by a negative, so I have to flip the sign. And I get -9. So -9 is my key number with the filled in circle. My number needs to be bigger than -9, so I want the numbers that are bigger. Interval notation, -9 all the way to infinity. It's a filled in circle, so that's box. Infinity always has a parenthesis. 9. Divided by 3. Now think through this. Do I need to flip the sign or not? I do not, because I did not divide by a negative number. There's a negative number involved, but that's okay. -7 is my number there. X is greater than -7. So I want all the numbers that are bigger than -7, all of these. Interval notation, -7 to infinity. Round, round. There we go.